Hey there, it's Dale Schaefer with Life Moves Wealth Management coming to you live from my kitchen. And I was making dinner tonight and I was thinking of a conversation I recently had with someone. And it was around the purpose or maybe the reason or maybe even the point of financial planning, especially if you're already investing and you have been investing for some period of time. See, a lot of people who I talk to think two things. Number one, they think that my job as a financial advisor revolves around investing and stocks and bonds and things like that, which isn't necessarily accurate. Or the second thing they think is that financial planning is really only for people who need things like strategies to get out of debt or to save for college or some other goal that has a very specific end date that they need help working toward. And actually, I thought since I was cooking, I might have a very good visual aid to explain the way that I see financial planning and investing. See, the CFP board, now I'm a certified financial planner, so the board that oversees CFPs, they define financial planning with 7 key areas. And so I have here a bowl of pasta, freshly cooked, and a measuring cup full of pasta sauce, also freshly cooked. Now, the pasta is going to represent your financial life, and the pasta sauce is going to represent investing. Now, when we look at the pasta itself, this is going to represent 6 of the 7 key areas of financial planning. So in here, this pasta represents your net worth, your cash flow planning, your risk management or insurance or risk protection planning. It also has your tax planning, your retirement planning, and your estate planning. All of that's wrapped up in here. Now, what's missing, of course, is investment planning. And there's your 7 key areas of financial planning. Now, your financial life without investing could probably work to some degree. I mean, I could eat this pasta on its own and it would be okay. It would fill my stomach and it would give me some nutrients, just a lot of carbs that I have to then go burn somehow. Not as tasty, it's just going to be kind of bland, but it'll work. It'll serve the purpose of providing some sort of a meal. Now, to the same degree, I have here a cup of, smells great, delicious pasta sauce, and really, I could just spoon the pasta sauce down the hatch. And this is where all the flavor is. It's delicious. It's got some spices in there. It's got some tomatoes. It has some mushrooms. Really, really good stuff. And that's the tasty part. And it'll work on its own. It'll be somewhat filling. It'll be an incomplete meal, of course, but it'll work. And the same is true when we're talking about financial planning and investing. Separately, each can serve a purpose, but together you actually get the full throttle taste experience, the full meal when they're together. So I'm going to show you visually what it looks like. See, a lot of people don't realize that when you do just investing, that the investing actually covers and touches the other 6 areas of your financial life. And so it actually looks a lot like this. So I have my financial life and I have my investments. Now I'm investing on its own. And what happens is when I start investing, everything gets covered. So my net worth is impacted. My cash flow is impacted. My risk planning is impacted. My tax planning is impacted. My retirement planning is definitely impacted. And so is my estate planning. And it looks like that. There's really no way, and if I were to stir it with my trusty little fork here, there's no way to avoid the investments touching everything else. And this is why it's so important as a financial advisor to communicate to my clients that the full value of the work that I do is in the full bowl of spaghetti. It's not just this on its own or this on its own. They have to work together to get all the flavor. So that's the visual aid. That's why financial planning is important. And really, who should do financial planning? Yes, everybody should do financial planning, especially if you've already started investing. And certainly if you're working with a financial advisor, financial planning is not an add-on product. What tends to happen is some advisors look at things like tax planning or estate planning and they sell insurance. And so now you also have, the life insurance covered, and then that maybe takes money out of your estate and has some tax benefits also. But that's not full financial planning because there's still two other areas that are impacted but have been ignored. So when it all goes together, it all tastes wonderful. And I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to make you watch me eat it though. But one more thing is once you have your spaghetti, you've got to add the meatballs, right? So I'm a big fan of The Godfather, just like Clemenza said in Godfather 1. You got to put the meatballs in. And the meatballs, well, they're just meatballs and I like them. So they're going in my spaghetti and that's it. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. A little visual illustration. And with that, I'm going to take a big bite. I'm going to enjoy dinner, and I'm going to wish you all the best until we talk again. So if you have questions on financial planning, please drop comments below the video, and I'd be happy to talk with you. So bon appetit.